Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercy I see. All I have needed, your hands has provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, to me. The consequence of a crime, Lord. Hear me. I have visited some families. What is holding them is a blood crying far back. God said to Cain, he said, the blood of your brother which thou hast killed is crying. He's crying for vengeance. You hearing me there, you in this house, is there any blood crying against your family? Have your family ever involved into sacrifice? Have they killed innocent person? Whenever any man venture into idol worship, don't trust him. Because no idol can stand without sacrifice. And some of them go extra mile. Just like some boys today, because of money now they are doing rituals. Those things have consequence in the future. Some of them today buy small picking, pound it and make money. That money is not money, it's a disaster. For the blessing of the Lord maketh rich and added no sorrow. Anything you don't get from God, you pay back. Go and check most of those families who entered using women or innocent child or virgins for sacrifice. It was out of idol worshiping. They are appeasing the demons. Check those boys who are fighters, who are cultists, who believe it is stabbing people and blood flow. Check their life. You can't cause blood, a man's blood, to touch the ground and you say your own is safe, except it's by mistake. There are some young boys in this land that can no longer accept because blood is crying against them. I remember a family. They have called a lot of pastors to pray for their family because they were not excelling. Their daughters cannot marry and they have joy in marriage. Some of them married, they return them back. They have called people for prayer, called them for prayer, but nothing was working. The question now is that does it mean that prayer cannot answer to that question? And there are some of you here now. If I ask you how many times you have not pastored your family, and only God knows. Now hear this. You can never confront what you have not identified. At the time there was a revelation, and we began to ask questions, and they confirmed it. Now what happened? So the revelation came that their forefather did not have money, but they have children. And you know, those olden days, the wealth at that time is children and farm. That's why they married plenty wives. So these two men they have problem. They have a place where they were farming. This one happened to be a farmer. This one happened to, but this one now have plenty children, but he's not doing well in farming. But this one, he farms much and is making results. He have goats, he have yam. So when they were dragging the land where they were farming, they ran to the king. This one said, no, encroach into my. This one said, no, it's my land. According to the culture that time, if you bring matter to the king, you must make deposit. So when they asked the deposit, this one, what they found was 2 goats and about 20-something pieces of yam. So when they told this one said he doesn't have it because it was expected 2 of them to bring the same value. Then they would judge. Any man that wins the case will take the 2 prize and go. That is how it's been done at that time. So when they told this one, without struggle, he gave to the king, said, I am sure this is my own. Oh, God, bring your own. He said, I don't have now, but it's too much. They say, now how do we believe you? King said, okay, what do you have to offer? He said, I have a virgin. I can offer the virgin. And he was not shaken because knowing fully well that he's the owner of the land. So he presented a virgin to the king. So the day of the meeting, because this one now have money. So when they now came to judge the matter, they presented the 2 goats, the yam, the money. And this one, what he brought in place of all was a virgin girl. They sat him in the other way. They began to judge. At the end of it all, because this one now who didn't own the land have already bribed so many. So the case, they judge on his behalf. The king ended the matter and asked him and said, collect back what you brought and collect the virgin. Go. The girl look at the father and say, what are you saying? The father said, my hands are tied. He said, but I didn't know it would be like this. The king said, no. What you have given, you have given. So, Oga, take the two, go, whatever you wish. And while they were going, this man now have to return back home without the daughter. And this one was happy he returned with all his own, including the child of his enemy. So when they were going home, and it happened that they would reach this man's house before this man, because even while they are living, he will reach this man's house before this man. So when he passed the father's house, knowing that he may not have that opportunity to pass that place again, he told the man and his servant who were dragging him, he said, wait, let me see my father's house for the last time. He looked, they said, come. He said, no, grant me just a minute more. How I left this home thinking I am coming back, but I'm not coming back. So after they drag him, reaching the boundary, he said, let me drop my feet and release my last word. He knelt by the boundary, say, you are my father who sold me for nothing, because you don't value a girl, you don't value a child. He said, the remaining one cannot amount to anything. The same way they sold me for nothing, they will go for nothing. And that man took him back and offered him to his idol. Problem has started. The blood began to cry. And have mercy on me. Go on your knee. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Oh Lord, forgive me. Begin to shout to call the blood of Jesus. Not just upon yourself, upon NWAORGU family. What is the name of that your family? What is the name your family is known? Father, the blood, let the blood speak from foundation. I run to the altar. Let the blood speak. The blood that speaks better thing than the blood of Abel. The blood of Jesus speak against any blood speaking against us. Stretch your hand, I pray for you. Whatever crying blood in your foundation, may the mercy of God speak from today.